Hey guys, as you know from the last video, it's been like a really busy week. I have been doing so many things, yeesh. But we're gonna start with art classes, and I'm gonna take my shirt off because although it is a cute shirt, I am hot. Like, yes, so. um, there we go. Necklace, why? There. Okay, so let us start with the art classes. 2D art is the first art class. So in 2D art, I am continuing to draw my building picture. I don't know if I have pictures of that. If I do, obviously, you will see them. And if I don't, then you won't. So, yeah. I wasn't there for both today and yesterday because school stuff. So, but I did get some things back. So I got back this, which is my, what do you call it? The draws for the different days. So this week's draws were a cactus, a piece of rope, and a flag. And yeah. Also, then I had this little animal here who I was like, you know what? Animals usually have, like, lighter colors / stripes on these areas of their body. And on humans, that would be here, the tops of your legs, and the bottoms of your arms. Like, the parts that don't usually see the sound of your arms. And so, like, if humans had stripes in just those places, would that be cool or not? So, yeah. Then, I didn't do that. We had these perspective box drawings. So I drew boxes in perspective, and then I gave some windows and some doors and some roofs, and I shaded one of them. And then the other side is texture. If you watched a video of a dude who really was bad at explaining how to draw texture, teachers how to draw textures. So that might not be focused super great, but there's probably a picture of it somewhere. And if not, there will be, because I have this at home, so now I can take pictures of it. Moving on to 3D art. This week, we were continuing to work on the house. I didn't do anything because I was gone again for those days. Yesterday, I didn't do anything, though, because I was back, and I had just planned on not being there, so I wasn't going to, but then I got back early. And I was just like, you know what, I am done, and I don't want to do anything today, so I didn't. But then, like, it was just, third block makes me want to die. I mean, fourth block. Third block's great. I'm going to be a little busy during it next week, though. But, like, I like third block. Third block's great. It's fourth block. It's just like, no. But in fourth block, I have received my stuff back. This is my mug. It looks like this. I am never gonna be able to hold it by the handle because the handle is just like dead. That's fine though. Wah, wah, wah. And the feet aren't glazed because that would make it stick to the kiln. So we weren't allowed to glaze the feet. It's got so many little bumps that I didn't see before, like the inside is kind of chunky, and that's not how cups are supposed to be. The dude who was not my 3D art teacher was like, oh, it's glazed, right? You should then be able to put stuff in it, and like, maybe you could put liquid in there, but I don't really trust it, and then he said it should be microwave safe, which I do think is good, but I don't think you should put anything in it, so like, what's the point? And don't think it would be machine washable. At least the feet would like corrode and stuff. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm sort of giving it to Mom as a late Mother's Day present, but it's like super terrible though, so I kind of feel bad for that, but like I don't have anything I can do with it in my room, so she might as well have it because she's more likely to find a use for it. So yeah. So that's 3D art.
that was 3D art. And let's see, what else did I do this week? So, Thursday we had the AP test. That was like, I'm not allowed to talk about the questions themselves on like what they were about on social media because I could get my test invalidated, but I can talk about the test and I can tell you that like I didn't do extremely terrible, but he didn't do fabulously amazing either. So like I'm guessing I'll probably get a 2 just because my LEQ looks like I wrote it for a 5-year-old to read. So yeah, that's fun. Um, uh, the DPQ was, I would have preferred it to be the LEQ because I knew that subject a lot better, but I had trouble coming up with evidence for it. So, like, on the DBQ, I think I got 3, maybe 4 points. And on the LEQ, I think I got 2, maybe 3 points, maybe 3. But that's better than no points, right? Yeah. SAQs, I didn't really know how to do them, and I wasn't sure how. So, like, it was like, do I restate the question or. And multiple choice was just sort of like. It's just how multiple choice questions usually are. They just are like that. Yeah, fun. I'm just slowly undressing myself. I'm not taking anything else off. Don't worry, you won't see me naked. Close and personal. Anyhow, so that was basically the only like interesting stuff that happened this week, except for today, which was the field trip. So I really didn't go to class at all. So like I got to school, tried to get some makeup homework, and then didn't really get it because we were doing a lab in the class that I'm gone from, so I can't really like do anything except get the data from someone who was actually there, which none of the people who I talked to at barely, which I don't because I don't talk to people in that class, have data because nobody pays attention or writes anything down. She said that she spent the entire time teaching them how to make a square. So it's ecology. Yeah. I'm really tired. I shouldn't be reclining. I'll fall asleep. Um. So we got to the. We all met up in my world history AP World History teacher's room, and then we got on 2 buses and with our food and everything, and we drove to the museum, which was the Milwaukee Museum of Natural History, which I didn't at first. I have been there before, but I didn't know that I had because I didn't know what it was called where we were going. And we went to see the Mayan exhibit. But the first thing we did was we waited for our teacher to get us the wristbands, which wristband. Yeah, I took it off. Usually I like try to see how long I can keep them on, but since I have stuff to do tomorrow, I didn't. But actually, I should talk about the bus ride first, right? Yeah. That happened first. So the bus ride was an hour and a half, I think, from where we are. So I had 2 friends with me, and we sat together. One person sat in front of me, and one person sat next to me on a seat. And on the ride there, we played Spot the Church, because there were so many churches as you got into the city. There was like so many churches, and I don't know if they have enough people to go to them all, so I don't know why they're there. They probably do though. Then we were talking about how Tom Holland could literally be Jesus because why not? Tom Holland died for my sins. Hashtag that somewhere. I haven't seen Infinity War, so please don't spoil it for me because I don't know what happens in that. Um, then we just sort of talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about like we verbally fanfictioned Spider-Man at the doing all sorts of different things with one of the characters my friends made up for him to have as a friend. Because we are authors and that's what we do. Anything else? Nope. So anyhow, that's when we got into the museum, and we waited, and our teacher went and got us wristbands, and then we got in a line, and we started going down a little sort of thingy area. It's like it has sort of a U shape with a line down the middle, except that one end of the U is open and the other one goes somewhere else. So they put us in one end, and then they made us turn around and go back out again just to count us. And then they shuffled us into this room, which was very, very weird. It was like extremely steep on the places where the seats were like this. And then the whole screen was this huge sort of pushed out dome thingy. So when you were in the seats, you felt sort of trippy and kind of dizzy, like you were going to fall forwards. And obviously you weren't. And then they showed us this video about astronomy and stars and how they help different people through history and how people through history like learned about them and stuff, which the way it looked was like really cool, but the thing they were telling us was kind of not as interesting to me as other things in history are, so I was just sort of like whatever. So then we went to the Mayan exhibits, and it was pretty cool. But my friend took pictures of literally everything there. And then my other friend and I were just being like, that would be such a meme, me when I did this thing. And there was one where there was like this painting of this Mayan dude, but the it had like different pieces scratched out, so the piece where his nose was gone. And I was just like, when someone says they got your nose and they never give it back, which for me is funny. Also, never mind, I'll tell you about that later. So I'm going to hopefully get some pictures from that one friend and put them up here, and you'll be able to see pictures of my two friends too, because they said I could put them pictures up. So yeah. Then after that, we went to Old Milwaukee Streets area, which is on the second floor, I believe. But maybe it's the first floor. I don't know. I'd never been in that before, because I'd been to the museum before, but we'd only been on the ground floor. So we went to that area, and we saw, well, like everything. I kept getting lost from my two friends, and they were like, we are the moms and you are the child. And I was like, yes, yes. And then they got me candy, and I was happy because, sugar. I didn't know there was a candy store, so I didn't bring money. And I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you. Um, then we went downstairs and we looked in the rainforest room and the dinosaur rooms and stuff for a little bit. And then we went upstairs and we had like not very long to go and look at a bunch of like the sort of African, India, Asia kind of areas. And while we were there and a lot of other places, we played a game called Spot the Peni, where you look to see if something is a male or a female. Because the lions there, it's very obvious. These are very anatomically accurate sculptures they have. It was like really funny. Also, like body positivity when we found like there were some figurines they had that had little belly rolls, and I was like, oh yes, yes. But then they also had like baby pigs and baby lion statues, and we're just like, oh cute. Right. Yep. So after having playing Spot the Church, which we called the Church of Jesus, so Spot the Jesus and Spot the Peni, we are prepared for life. So yeah. And after I think we went and got back on the bus after that. My friend and I had left our food on the bus, but then the bus had driven around and we hadn't put it in the cooler. So I just had a water bottle, but my friend had her food, and her food didn't fall off the seat, but my water bottle did. And I was like, eek, I'm not gonna have that, but then I found it, and that was nice. So I did have that. And then so for lunch I had a peanut butter and chocolate kind bar, and then a like vanilla and blueberry kind bar, and one applesauce cup thingy, and then the candy thing that my friends got me, which was a stick of candy that was cherry flavored, and it was like, it said something like Pennsylvania Dutch candy made in New Mexico or something. So that was interesting. And then we were talking about the game Fuck, Marry, Kill. I'm not going to excuse my swearing. It's fine. Because that's what the game was called. Although my friend was like, it's better if you say it bed, wed, behead, because that sounds fun. Like, it has better rhythm to it, which it does. And they were talking about, like, since we were on the subject of Tom Holland, they were talking about different things their friends had said. And so then my friend was like, bed, would, behead Tom Holland, which is Spider-Man, Tom Felton, which is Draco, or Tom Hiddleston, which is Loki. And I was just like, do I have to choose? Because, like, bed all of them? Or, like, let's just do a foursome. Let's do that. That sounds fun. Obviously, sarcastically, because I'm not old enough to do that with any of them. And unrealistic expectations for my life, yes. But that's my opinion. And so then after lunch, my friend fell asleep on me, and I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So I tried to take a nap too, but since I was on the window aisle, I had to like put my hand up here, so then my arm was cramping, and I was like, but it was fine, and I kind of fell asleep enough. And then we got back to school, and it was like 3:11, so school wasn't quite out, but I didn't really want to go back to my class. So, I went to the bathroom, which, you know, going to that takes a while. And then I went and saw my friend in his French class, and we talked a little bit, and then his teacher came back, and she was cool with me being there, but I left anyway, because I wanted to go back to my class, like, at least once before, because they had told teachers that we would be coming back, so I didn't want to be marked absent for the whole thing without an excuse, because that would be bad. But I was back, and I sat in the classroom for 5 minutes and did nothing, and then we got let out, and then I got my stuff, and then I got in the car, and then I was like, oh, because there was gum on my shoe, and it being outside on the hot pavement had melted, so then there was melted gum in the carpet of our car that we've had for like a week or two. Yeah, my dad is like, we're gonna keep this car super clean and stuff, and everyone else is like, yeah, right, Dad, that's gonna happen, totally. It's not going to be beautiful forever. But, yeah, so then I got home, and I'm here, and I'm probably gonna have some applesauce, maybe, but I might not, because I have more applesauce, so why not? But I'm going to go and edit this, and then I'm gonna do some homework that I was gone for, because gone. And then I'm gonna sleep because I have to prepare for tomorrow, which I think this video is long enough. I'm gonna just make that a separate video because this one's pretty long. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll have some video footage, but if not, I'll have some pictures at least and I can vlog about it. We're going to the Renaissance Fair with a friend of mine, and before that we're going to a farmer's market. So my friend's gonna get picked up at 8:30. And he's going to come back here. And so then at 9, we're, like, leaving for the farmer's market. Then we're going to stay there for, like, I don't know, not that long. And then we're going to the Renaissance Fair. We should be there by, like, 10, a little after 10. It opens at 10, so hopefully we'll be able to stay all day. I haven't decided if I want to dress up or not. A friend who was going to come but then couldn't at the last minute because they had work recommends that I do. I'm really hoping I can buy a corset, which I obviously will have to pay off because I don't have enough money for that. Well, in there, my mom recommends I get a plain black one so that I can just try it out with a bunch of different things. But if I like it, I'm gonna wear it like legit all the time. Here is the thing I forgot to mention. So my dress for the wedding came because I'm gonna be in that as a bridesmaid or something like that. My uncle's wedding because he's getting married. And there was a whole hassle with the dresses because like they didn't come when they were supposed to, and we had to we got reimbursed for them, so we had to order them from a different place. But I got mine. It fits, it looks nice, it's gonna be comfortable, it's not gonna be too hot, it's great, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, so there are pictures of that right now. seems long enough for now. So I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the summer, I will definitely be doing a lot more videos that aren't just me talking about my life, but like I like talking about my life. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. But if you do, please share it with your friends and like it and subscribe. And yeah, so have a great day. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.